The Mischievous Dog. In a bustling village lived a dog named Barnaby. He had soft, fluffy fur and a wagging tail, but Barnaby had a little problem. Sometimes, when people walked by, Barnaby would snap and nip at their ankles without any reason. He thought it was a fun game, but it made people very nervous. Barnaby's master, Mr. Henderson, loved his dog very much, but he was worried. He didn't want Barnaby to scare anyone or get into trouble. One sunny morning, Mr. Henderson had an idea. He brought out a small, shiny brass bell and a new collar. "This will help Barnaby," he said gently, as he fastened the bell around Barnaby's neck. "Now everyone will hear you coming." Jingle, jingle, went the bell with every step Barnaby took. He loved the sound. He thought it made him special and important. Barnaby trotted through the village, his bell jingling loudly. He expected everyone to admire his new, shiny accessory. But instead of coming closer, people would hear the jingle jingle and quickly step aside, sometimes even hiding behind trees or market stalls. Barnaby didn't understand. Why were people avoiding him? He had a beautiful bell. Didn't they see how grand he looked? One afternoon, Barnaby saw an old, wise-looking dog resting under a big oak tree. This dog, named Merlin, had seen many seasons come and go. Barnaby puffed out his chest and jingled his bell proudly. "Look at my wonderful bell, Merlin," he barked. "Isn't it splendid?" Merlin slowly opened one eye. "Young Barnaby," he said in a calm, deep voice, "that bell is not a decoration to be proud of." "It's a warning," Merlin continued. "It tells people to stay away because you used to snap and bite. It's a badge of disgrace, not honor." Barnaby's tail stopped wagging. His ears drooped. He looked down at the shiny bell, and for the first time he understood. He felt a pang of regret for all the times he had made people nervous. From that day on, Barnaby decided to change. He tried very hard to be a good dog. When he saw people, he would wag his tail gently and keep his teeth to himself. One day, a little girl dropped her favorite toy. Barnaby saw it roll away. Instead of chasing it playfully, he nudged it back to her with his nose. The little girl smiled and patted his head. The jingle-jingle of his bell was still there, but this time, it didn't make her afraid. Slowly, people began to notice. Barnaby wasn't snapping anymore. He was polite and friendly. His bell still jingled, but it started to sound less like a warning and more like a happy tune. Mr. Henderson saw the change in Barnaby too. He was so proud of his dog's efforts to be kind and gentle. One evening, Mr. Henderson took off Barnaby's collar. "You don't need this anymore, my good boy," he said. "You've shown everyone how kind you truly are." Barnaby felt lighter without the bell. He was no longer a mischievous dog, but a beloved friend to everyone in the village. His tail wagged with true happiness. And from that day on, the only sound Barnaby made was the happy patter of his paws and the joyful woofs of a dog who had learned the true meaning of friendship. The end. This story is adapted from Aesop's Fables. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and share. youtube.com/@cuckooenglish.